Welcome back, everyone. We have some quick major breaking news to deliver to you folks. This is quite possibly the worst metric, the worst figure in Joe Biden's presidency, and only spells out disaster for him and the Democrats come this midterm election. Typically, the answer to the question of whether or not an incumbent president would run again for a second term is an easy, decisive decision, but not when it comes to Mr. Joe Biden, because not only is his age obviously playing a factor, but his approval ratings continue to sink. Biden's approval ratings remain low, and the Democratic Party is bracing for losses come this November. But this newest poll that just came out couldn't be any worse. According to this new poll, 7 in 10 Americans say that they do not want President Biden to run again for a second term. A Harvard CAPS Harris poll survey found that 71% of respondents polled do not think Biden should run for a second term, compared to 29%, just 29, who say he should run. And this poll went deeper than just the surface level question of whether or not they think the president should run again for 4 more years. They actually took a look at the reasons why they believe the president should not get a second chance. Among the contingent of respondents who believe the president should not run, 45% said that Biden should not make another bid because he is a bad president, while about 1/3 of respondents say he is too old, and about 1/4 said it is because it is time for a change. Mark Penn, who is the co-director of the Harvard CAPS Harris poll, said, quote, "President Biden may want to run again, but the voters say no to the idea of a second term, panning the job he is doing as president. Only 30% of Democrats would even vote for him in a Democratic presidential primary." Now, for the MAGA viewers watching, don't get your hopes up, because this poll did not necessarily indicate that these people were in favor of Trump either. A vast majority of respondents, about 61%, said that former President Trump should not run again in 2024 and win the White House. Still a good amount, 39%, did say that the former president should run once more. Among the participants polled who believe that Trump should not make another bid in the next presidential cycle, they had a plethora of reasons and opinions of their own. 36% said that Trump was erratic, 33% said that he would divide the country, and 30% said that he was responsible for January 6th. But I think what is super interesting in this poll, which could really shift the country and possibly bring us together, is this figure. It was found that a majority, both on the Republican and Democratic side, would support a more moderate candidate should President Biden and former President Trump square off once again. 60% of respondents said that if Trump and Biden were to face off again in the next presidential cycle, they would consider supporting an independent moderate candidate. This is compared to 40% who said that they would not consider it, but if you break down these numbers, broken down by party, 53% of Republicans polled and 64% of Democrats said they would consider a moderate independent candidate in that situation. When broken down by party, these numbers are profound, because it just goes to show you that Trump still has a massive grip on the Republican base, and a majority of Republicans would then support him. And I think these numbers are also intriguing on the Democratic side, because you would think with these hot issues right now, such as abortion and guns, that Democrats would favor a more progressive left-leaning candidate. However, a majority of Democrats in that situation, according to this poll, would support a moderate candidate. So I'm curious, no matter which side you guys are on, would you support a moderate independent candidate? If we saw a rematch of 2020, would you support a moderate independent, not a Republican or Democrat, in 2024 if we were to see a rematch? Let us know your thoughts down below. We'll do our own little poll of our own. Not surprisingly, this poll also found that the president continues to suffer low approval ratings. According to this particular survey, the president has an overall approval rating of 38%, with respondents giving him low marks on handling inflation, 28%, the economy, 32%, stimulating jobs, 43%, and reacting to COVID, 50%, among other issues. Now, historically speaking, plenty of presidents have had low approval ratings at this point in their presidency in the first term ahead of the midterm elections. This is not anything brand new. And Democrats are trying to galvanize and bring together their base around abortion with the Supreme Court ruling, but it's still unclear. We're in uncharted territory as far as how that will compare and fare to other issues and concerns such as inflation. And the picture could shift as it gets closer to the midterm elections. Economists are predicting and expecting that we will hopefully stave off a recession and that potentially this inflation could cool down in the third and fourth quarters of this year. Now, the polling did not necessarily indicate what voters would think of a potential candidate, Kamala Harris, but if we know anything about her results in the primary, I don't think she would fare well against former President Trump, and it's not like her approval ratings are necessarily rosy either. Obviously, anything can happen in the world of politics. We've seen wild shifts in political history where things look like they were trending in one direction, but then they ended up switching to the other direction. But President Biden has definitely had a very harsh last couple of years with very little victory and mostly defeats. The president has previously said that he feels he is fit and healthy and more than competent to run again, but with his approval ratings this low, he may just feel the need to step down. What are your thoughts? What are your predictions? It could certainly be too early to tell, but do you think that the president will run again, or will he ultimately give up the position and allow Kamala Harris, or that could be another candidate, to step in the primary election and challenge him? What do you think? Let me know down below in the comment section. It's getting heated, especially when the summer comes to a close and we're in full swing election mode. We'll keep our eyes peeled. All updates will be found right here on this channel. You can find all news and developments right here. This is your one-stop shop. Hope you enjoyed this video. Share it with a friend. Get the word out. Spread it on social media. Make sure you smash the like button. If this video gets to 500 likes, we will do a cash giveaway where we give away $100 to a few of you lucky subscribers. If you haven't already, make sure you are subscribed and have notifications turned on. Click that bell. That will notify you every time we do upload a brand new video every single solitary week with no exceptions and no excuses. Once we hit 20,000 subscribers, we'll do another cash giveaway, so stay tuned for that. You'll have to be subscribed to be entered. If you want to get some free stocks, all in the all free, use the links down below in the description of this video. Sign up with the brokerage platforms, Robinhood and or Webull. You'll get some free stocks, some valued at thousands of dollars in some cases. So let us know what to actually get. And if you want to connect me on social media, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook. Meet me down below using the links in the description. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Take care for now.